these egg rolls was bussin', and these egg rolls is bussin', and gonna be bussin'. I'm about to show y'all how to make breakfast egg rolls. Yes, my way. If you don't like tomato, you can go ahead and get up off of this, because tomato is the key ingredient. And if you don't like tomatoes, you can get on with your day, because this ain't for you. Alright, so you need some American cheese, I prefer, or whatever kind of cheese you like. You might want shredded cheese, mozzarella, pepper jack, whatever you like on your breakfast burritos. But this is the breakfast egg roll. You're gonna need some tortillas. I got me 3. You're gonna need sun-dried tomatoes. And go ahead, focus, go ahead, get your life. Alright, extra virgin olive oil. If you can find the one with the herbs, one of them, get that one. That way you don't have to season it. Get you some parsley if you want to be real sadity. I know it says Jim Beam on the glass. I don't drink Jim Beam, but it is what it is. Use what you got. If you want meat, you don't have to. But I went ahead and cooked me some breakfast sausage, hot. That's what I like. If you want to, you can use just egg and mushroom. Mushroom is good, or mushroom and spinach. Just, you know, do your thing, make it yours. You need some eggs. You gotta have eggs. You need a skillet, and you need something to dry your egg rolls on after you pop them out the pot. The skillet, you gotta plop them over there. You need something for the little dry rack, or whatever you call it. And most of all, you're gonna need some olive oil. Get the extra light. You don't need all that heaviness. Get the olive oil. Boom boom doom 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 doom. Dum 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 dum. Bow down bow bow. Bow bow down bow. Bow bow down bow bow bow. Bow 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 boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Boom bow bow. Boom bow down bow. Boom bow down bow bow bow. Boom 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 boom. I'll still go boom 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 boom. I'm out of breath. It's like burner. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through the process. You gotta turn your eye on, get that bad boy on low, and then get your olive oil ready, because you're gonna have to move fast. You gotta be quick with your hands, because this is a quick process. So go ahead and sprinkle a little olive oil. Go ahead and drizzle it. Throw it on up in there. Swivel it around. Yep. I'll tell you about that rubber spatula. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. Yep, a little bit more oil because you want it to kind of fry up in there, so you need a little bit more than just to grease the skillet. Yep. So the first thing you're gonna do is go ahead and bust an egg up in there. Bust it open. Yep, and I just take my spatula and break it up, kind of scramble it a little bit, but just enough to coat the whole bottom, because your skillet got to be the same size as your tortilla. So you want your egg to kind of spread out at the bottom of the skillet. So once those eggs starting to cook halfway through, you could be prepping. So what you want to do is you want to grab your sun-dried tomatoes, get a heaping spoon of it, and spoon it onto the tortilla. Like so, like that. Spread it out. So whatever toppings you want to do, mushrooms, cheese, meat, spinach, you gotta throw it on there now. And as you see, I'm doing that. And then you want to place your tortilla on top. Give it a good palm, smush it down, and marry the two. You want to try and make sure all your eggs stays up under the tortilla, because we're going to roll it up in the end. So at this point, I didn't feel like I had enough oil in there. So I'm going to sprinkle a little oil on top. And then I'm going to flip it. But you want to have enough oil in there to cook the tortilla to where it's like a nice crunch. So that's just me checking to make sure the egg is done. So there go the sprinkle of the oil. You don't have to do that. If you put enough oil in there the first time, you don't have to worry about doing that. But I dropped the ball. I'm gonna do it 2 more times, so you'll see me get it together eventually. Yep. And I'm gonna say you wait like 30 seconds after you place the tortilla on there, and then you can flip it. And all of this is being done on low heat, so you should be able to do it just fine. Now, if you was a professional, you'd be able to pick the pan up and flip it in one swoop, but I ain't that good. I'm not that advanced, so I'm doing it with the spatula. And there you go. You see that bubbling on the side? Yeah, it's about to get real good and crispy. Just how I like it. Ooh, y'all remember when y'all was in school and they had them taco salad bowls? That's what this is reminding me of, the bread part. So I'm just kind of smushing it into the tortilla. But if you put enough tomato spread on there, you ain't even got to worry about that. It'll be Gucci. So let it cook. Let it cook, ayy. Let it cook, ayy. Let it cook, ayy. Check the bottom, ayy. Is it crispy, ayy? Let it cook, ayy. Let it cook, ayy. Ayy. So I guess while I'm waiting on that, I'll go ahead and prep the rest. Go ahead and give me some spoons of tomato sauce. You see that? I doubt a whole bunch of the time. And you want to be able to cover the whole thing. And just think, the more of this you pack on there, the more flavor it'll have, because we're not seasoning nothing else. Everything else is already good to go. So now it's done, I'm gonna take it off and put it on my little drying rack or whatever you call it. That way, any extra excess grease can, plop off to the side, because you don't want to be eating all that. And I'm just take it and rinse the skillet. And then we're gonna do it again. And the more you do it, the better you'll get. So the first time is always a little like, ugh. But once you get the hang of it, it's not so bad. Yep, drizzle that oil up in there. Drizzle that oil, yeah. Yeah. Let me stop them over the top. Yeah. That oil get hot. You bust that egg up in there. Bust it open. With the rubber spatula. Yeah, with the rubber spatula. And you're going to repeat this process as many times as you want. Remember, 1 egg per tortilla. Now, if you get the big full-size ones, you might want to use 2 eggs or 1.5 eggs. I don't know. But after you put that egg in there and start turning white, that's when you want to add your little toppings, whatever you want. If I'm annoying you, just let me know. Even though I can't hear you. But Dr. McStuffins ruined my video. If y'all got toddlers, y'all know who I'm talking about. So I had to do a audio voiceover, whatever you call it. So this is the second one. Plop my little tortilla on there. Now I'm trying to smush it, spin it around, do whatever. Give it about 30 seconds. And then you can flip it. It all depends on, you don't have to go by 30 seconds, but it all depends on how done your egg is. So just keep an eye on the egg. You should be able to eyeball it. But you want your egg to get cooked all the way through. You don't want the bird flu. Yep. Oh my gosh. This stuff be so good. Yeah, go ahead, flip that bad boy over. Yeah, you doing that. You did that. You did that. Sure did. Sure did. This is real simple to make. Now, if you trying to lose weight like me, don't be trying to cook this every day, cause you ain't gonna get nowhere. Yeah, let's look up under there. Is it ready? Is it ready yet? Yes. Now we're gonna throw it on the dry rack. Go ahead. Looking for that little crisp. And rinse the pan out and do it one more time. So by the third time, you should be got the hang of it by now. And also, if you want, you can go ahead and pre-scramble, not pre-scramble, but mix your eggs if you don't like it that way. If you think that's easier, but I think that just makes it hard to guesstimate how much egg you're putting in there if you go ahead and mix them all together. But do you, boo-boo. Whatever works. But I could definitely see this as being a mushroom one and spinach. That sounds real good. Like if you want to do meatless, or you can throw some little dill weed on there because they give that like a little tang, that little tang yang. Yeah, you can definitely make this your own, whatever you like. And it's gonna be bussin'. But you just gonna have to charge yourself. It'd be so good. I'm sorry about the audio, but I wasn't about to re-record a damn thing. Not a damn thing, so it is what it is. McStuffins won. And if you got the time to sit and do a breakfast burrito, you can do this, cause this take just the same amount of time. Same amount of time. But this gonna taste way better than a breakfast burrito. This is like the elevated breakfast burrito. This is like some top 5-star restaurant shit right here. Like this is what you want. If you gonna cook something, this is what you want to eat. This right here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, gonna get good and crispy up under there. See, the other two on the drying rack. So if you let them cool off a good amount of time, it's gonna roll up right. And you don't want to fry it too hard, because you fry it too hard, then you ain't gonna be able to roll nothing. The bread gotta be somewhat soft. There you have it, all three. And then if you cut them in half, like, you can feed about 4 or 5 people with this, just them little 3, and them the small tortillas. So, yep. All right, to the rolling part. So after you cook them and let them cool a little bit, this is what you got. So you want to take these while the bread is still warm, and you want to tuck and roll. Tuck and roll, and it should turn out something like that. Tuck and roll. None of your stuff, if you let it cool properly, none should be coming out. So don't force it. This last one, it's probably cooled 30 seconds, so that's what you got. So the key to cutting this is you need a little bread knife. And don't put pressure on the knife. You let the weight of the knife cut the bread. So you can cut diagonal, straight, whatever you like. I'm gonna do straight across. Now I'm gonna do diagonal, because that's sadity, and I'm real sadity. So you let the weight of the knife cut it. Don't put no pressure on it. Got little crusties on there. Look at that. See that? Real nice. And do the same for the other two. And that's the outcome you get when you let the weight of the knife cut the roll. This one didn't let it cool that long, but still alright. It ain't never stopped me from eating. I'm gonna just place my little egg rolls on the plate, like so, like that. Now if you walk in the kitchen and seeing that, who's not gonna want to eat? Now we about to get real high sedity. So remember that Jim Beam glass I showed you earlier with the parsley in it? Go ahead and grab some of that parsley. It's a little garnish. Sprinkle it on there. Now you're not gonna want that. It's too pretty. It's too pretty. That's good. Not too pretty to eat, but it's pretty. Taste it. Let me know what you think. What does it taste like? It tastes good? Mm-hmm. What's that on your mouth? What you been drinking that's sticky? Tastes really good? Mm-hmm. Eat it rolled up. Just bite it. Like a little burrito.
Good.
It's good? It tastes like what?
Lasagna.
Lasagna? Tastes like lasagna? Alright. What? Lasagna? Tastes like lasagna to you too? Oh, okay. So good, make you want to dance? Camille, you dancing? It's so good. It has so much flavor. Good boo-boo, huh? Look at you. You a mess.
I see the way she check it for I can't stop.